Welcome back. We're in the kitchen with executive chef of the Big Burrito Restaurant Group, Bill Fuller. And Bill just harvested his garlic, which he brought with him today, and he's making the most of it today. So it's done, it's ready, it's dried out, or not yet?
So I harvested it Sunday morning.
I saw your picture on Instagram.
And I laid it out for a while, it dried, and now it's tied up, and we'll hang it in the basement so it cures, so it lasts for a while. You can use it right now. I mean, you can start using garlic first thing in the spring when it comes up as like a green, like a garlicky scallion, and you can use it all the way through.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I used it today for this, but it's ready to go. But it needs to get hung yet in the basement.
So how do you know when it's ready?
So
really?
You can kind of see.
Without pulling it up out of the ground.
But you can kind of see it's like really brown and wilted, and this is what it starts to look like.
Yeah.
And that's when it's about done. Also, the rule of thumb that I always have heard is 4th of July, it's time to take it out.
Okay.
So. And
then when do you replant it? Because you have to replant it.
Like I do by around Halloween.
Okay. Like
sometime in mid to late October, I plant it, and it overwinters and grows, and it comes up in the spring.
Nice.
And some of the garlics, I've had for years, and I keep replanting it. But I'm going to buy new because a lot of it came up really small this year. So I think some of the lines are kind of getting tired.
I see. Now, do you change up your menus at any of the restaurants, the Big Burrito restaurants, to kind of incorporate more garlic this time of year? Or
you know what? I don't. And I was just thinking about that when I was digging up the garlic. I'm like, why don't we do like a July garlic festival thing? Why don't we do that? Yeah.
Kind of like Kaya Fest.
Yeah.
Let's do a garlic fest.
A garlic fest.
I'm on board. You help me. I'll help you organize.
You're invited.
Okay, I'll be there. I'm here in your kitchen right now.
Well, I'm here in your kitchen.
Well, it's your kitchen today. Okay. So what are we making?
All right. So I did a couple things. I made like a lentil, corn, garlic, jalapeno tomato salad with some roasted garlic in it.
Okay.
And now the way I make my roasted garlic, and I have some here for you to sample.
Okay. You want me to just eat this raw?
Just eat it.
Can I have a smaller piece?
Yes, ma'am. You can have whatever you want.
I'm just supposed to pop this in my mouth.
Pop it in your mouth. So I take the garlic, the cloves unpeeled, and I immerse them in olive oil and then simmer it on the stove. So it kind of makes it tender and not so hot and just like roasted garlicky.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you have any interviews later today?
I do.
Good. I made some steak skewers that are grilled and holding in the oven. And then what I've been doing here is this is called a food mill. And for those who are not familiar with it, you just, if you want to like make tomato sauce or strain anything, you just push it through. And I took a really ripe tomato, and here's one. This really beautiful black, I think it's a Cherokee black, I don't know. Doug Oster would know. But he would
know. He left. And he loves garlic.
And I just took the raw tomato and ran it through. So we have just this beautiful, delicious tomato sauce. And then we're going to take some of the, now this is the fresh garlic, and it's nice and hot. I'm not going to ask you to eat this raw. Unless you want to.
No, I'm good.
But if you brought over those chili peppers that you were messing around with over there, I was going to make you eat raw garlic.
Inferno.
Yeah.
I told Doug, bring those over to the kitchen.
He ran away. You know why he ran away? Because he knew if he brought those over here, I would eat them and make him eat them. And he was scared.
He was backing away from
Doug, you're scared, I know.
So now, would you serve this hot or cold? Is this something that would go over?
This is totally cold, room temperature. I'm going to put a little bit, the tomatoes I tasted earlier, they're a little sweet. I'm putting a little vinegar in there to bring up the acidity and some nice olive oil. Right. I'm just going to whisk it in here a little bit.
How nice is that? Is this how you would make a gazpacho too? I've never made gazpacho.
This is exactly a way I like to make my gazpacho. I'll use a little bit more vinegar and some and whisk in the olive oil, and then I'll put a bunch of diced like cucumbers and tomatoes in. It makes a very nice gazpacho. Yeah. All right. So anyhow, it makes a lovely sauce, and you'll see as we spoon some on the plate that it's just a fresh tomato sauce.
Do you love cooking with garlic?
Yes.
I mean, it just really enhances almost everything you eat, unless you're eting a sweet dish, and then I don't know about that.
And it's hard too. People come in and say, I can't eat garlic. And it's like, well, I don't, it's in everything. How do I feed you?
This is lovely. So cherry tomatoes, or are those cherry tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
And lentils.
Then you can see the roasted garlic in there too.
And there's some roasted garlic. And then I grilled this ahead of time, which is why it smells so steaky in here. And this is just. It
smells lovely.
This is just some top round that I diced up, marinated overnight in garlic, and put on these little fat skewers, which I love little fat skewers. We're going to de-skewerify it.
So you can see it.
So you can see the little fat skewers.
So when you do your marinade, so you said you used a lot of garlic, but is it just garlic? Did you just mince it, or what did you do?
Garlic and rosemary.
Okay.
Anyhow, I love these little fat skewers. And they don't sell them anywhere, but I go to Giant Eagle and ask for them for the butcher, and they'll like sneak me some.
Oh, that's great.
Anyhow,
But maybe people at home can't do that.
you can actually.
This looks lovely.
Anyhow, there you go.
Garlic 3 ways in one dish.
Garlic 3 ways in one dish.
We're going to have this recipe for you guys online if you're interested in trying it. And we thank Bill Fuller, of course, every time, the executive chef for the Big Burrito Restaurant Group. And again, for a copy of the recipes, go to kdka.com/PTL. Bill shares them with us on the website.